Hello, friends. This is another episode of Empire of Lies, where we discuss manipulation and disinformation in the Russian media. Russia isn't just fighting on the front lines, what Solovyov's new speech teaches us. In the latest episode of Sunday Evening, Vladimir Solovyov once again doesn't simply comment on the news, he formulates an ideology. This isn't a TV presenter's retort, but a concentrated manifesto. Russia lives by the logic of constant war, which demands systemic governance, the militarization of the economy, contempt for the West, and the certainty that Putin's diplomatic victory is already assured. For European readers, what matters isn't how he speaks, with irritation, sarcasm, and studio applause, but what he actually says. Behind the rhetoric of order and efficiency lies a desire to completely erase the boundaries between the state, the army, and society. And behind it lies the open expectation of a new political order, where force replaces law and dialogue between countries turns into bargaining between leaders. 1. Call for a war state. Solovyev begins not with war, but with the system. He says that Russia has been at war for a long time and must now restructure itself for wartime, remove the paperwork, appoint a single person in charge, and act here and now. He cites Molotov and Beria as models of efficiency, figures associated not with modernization, but with repression and total control. In this logic, administrative procedure is the enemy of victory, and the law is a brake. If the country is at war, one-man command is needed, he says, thereby justifying a political vertical that tolerates neither doubt nor scrutiny. This is not a technical complaint, but an ideological framework. Anything that doesn't follow orders becomes hostile. The purpose of such speeches is not simply to strengthen military discipline, but to legitimize a state where mobilization becomes the eternal norm. 2. The cult of iron and the transformation of war into an engineering project. Then Solovyov turns to the topic of armaments. He discusses Soviet tanks, optics, mechanics, and awkward sights in detail, pretending to be talking about engineering. In reality, this is a hymn to militarization. The TV presenter discusses how quickly recruits should learn, how a little modernity should be added to old iron, and how it's also simple. Behind this lies an important idea.